Welcome to Sycamore High School's 2020 Senior Awards Night. While this is a very uncommon way to do it, this virtual event allows our class of 2020 to be recognized for our constant effort, dedication, and hard work that we have shown throughout these years of Sycamore. On top of that, this prestigious event shows the enormous amount of support that our community gives to our students, schools, and families. This class has always been supportive of one another, and no one would have predicted that we would go about this ceremony through a screen. But it's just another memory to look back on our class of 2020. We want to take this opportunity in a very unique, uncommon, and rare way to honor and recognize our seniors and our identifiable perseverance throughout these years. This is a night to congratulate and celebrate the awards given to our very special class. To start off the night, I would like to introduce Genesis Miranda.
Thank you, Kylie. To begin, I would like to introduce Mrs. Countryman to present the first award of the evening.
Good evening, class of 2020, families and guests. I am honored to be with you tonight to be part of your Senior Awards Night. Tonight, I have the privilege of giving the two first awards of the evening. Those awards are the Sons of the American Revolution and the Daughters of the American Revolution. These awards are based on leadership, patriotism, academic achievement, as well as characteristics such as integrity and honesty. The Daughters of the American Revolution is given tonight to Tessa Harbecke. Congratulations, Tessa. The Sons of the American Revolution tonight is given to Matthew Cleveland. Congratulations, Matthew. And congratulations to the class of 2020 as we look forward in celebrating with you your upcoming graduation.
Thank you, Mrs. Countryman, for your continued support and generosity to SHS students. Up next, I would like to welcome our state representative, Mr. Jeff Kiker, to present the Sycamore Rotary Scholarships.
Good evening, Sycamore seniors. My name is State Representative Jeff Kiker, and I am here tonight representing the approximate 105 members of the Sycamore Rotary Club. I'm proud to continue the strong and long legacy of Sycamore Rotary Club's history and established tradition of awarding scholarships to worthy Sycamore High School graduates. Our club supports Sycamore schools through multiple programs, such as the Rotary Student of the Month program, the Interact Club at both the high school and the middle school, the Early Act Club at North Grove and South Prairie Elementary Schools, the newly established Sycamore Rotary Reader program, and of course a big favorite from this past year, as I heard from so many of you, the Argentina Sister City Exchange. And tonight, one of my personal favorites is the awarding of the Sycamore Rotary Club scholarships. We're awarding 10 scholarships tonight. One of those scholarships is for academic excellence in honor of Rotarian John Bauer. Another is for the intended field of study in honor of Rotarian Walter Oswald. And our most recently added award, the Dr. John Ovitz Award for overall school engagement. There are 7 additional awards based on application data. Our scholarship committee is made up of Sycamore Rotarians, and as always, including this year, the decisions come from a process that proves difficult because there are so many worthy applicants for different reasons that apply. So, without further pause, I am pleased to present the 2020 Rotary Scholarship for the John Bauer Award to Tessa Harbecke. The 2020 Dr. John Ovitz Award to Matthew Cleveland. The 2020 Walter Oswald Award to Ashley Parks. The Rotary General Scholarships will go to the following 7 individuals: Jared Grubbs, Genesis Miranda, Ian Perdome, Josh Burns, Emily Davis, Lauren Harris, Micah Kurtzman. Congratulations to the recipients. You will receive a letter from our treasurer here shortly with outlining the award and how to claim it. We wish all the Sycamore seniors the best of luck next year, and go Spartans.
Congratulations to the recipients, and thank you, Mr. Kiker. I now have the pleasure of announcing the Sycamore Women's Club Scholarships. Congratulations to Martha Harris and Torrance Sharp. Moving on, to present the DeKalb County Farm Bureau scholarships is Mr. Mark Tuttle.
Representing the DeKalb County Farm Bureau Foundation, I'm Mark Tuttle. It's my pleasure to present Farm Bureau's Senior Scholarship. Each year, Farm Bureau offers the scholarships to students from Farm Bureau families throughout DeKalb County. This year marks the 64th year of giving scholarships to high school seniors. In 2020, we are proud to award 11 scholarships to seniors throughout DeKalb County. Students were selected by our scholarship committee for their academics, leadership, and community service. On behalf of the DeKalb County Farm Bureau Foundation, I would like to award this scholarship to Joshua Burns, Allie Drake, and Tessa Harbecke of Sycamore, and wish them much success in college. Congratulations, Allie, Joshua, and Tessa.
Thank you, Mr. Tuttle. And here from the Sycamore Lions Club is Mr. Bruce Wallace.
Hello, I'm Bruce Wallace from the Sycamore Lions Club. It is my pleasure to announce the Sycamore High School 2020 Lions Club Scholarship recipients. The Selected Career Scholarship is awarded to a student planning to study for a career working in medical care, with the vision or hearing impaired, in special education, or in rehabilitation. This year's recipient is Abigail Krull. Congratulations, Ms. Krull. The Volunteer Service Scholarships are awarded for service to the school and the community. This year's recipients are Kelsey Mulligan, Ashley Parks, Ian Purdom, Austin Bungie, and Matthew Cleveland. Congratulations, and thank you for all your service. It is my pleasure to award a new scholarship, the Helping Hands Scholarship. This is awarded to a Sycamore High School student planning to attend a trade technical school or an apprenticeship program. This year's award winner is Bradford Edwards. Congratulations, Mr. Edwards. Thank you to all the students that participated this year, and congratulations and best wishes to the Sycamore High School class of 2020 from the Sycamore Lions Club.
We are all very thankful for your support, Mr. Wallace. Here from the Elks Lodge is Mrs. Jennifer Brock.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Brock, and on behalf of Sycamore Elks Club Scholarship Committee and our exalted ruler, Stuart Vitkus, we are happy to present $500 awards to several seniors this year. Sycamore Elks Club gives back to its community, state, and country in many capacities. One of our favorite ways to give is to honor the senior sons and daughters of our members. After reading their essays, I'm proud to have these young people in our community. Congratulations go to Benjamin Brock, Alyssa Cooley, Hallie Goff, Madison Clausen, Grant McConkey, Laramie O'Sullivan, Joseph Quinn, and Riley Winburn. We wish all the best to you and your classmates.
Thank you, Mrs. Brock, and best of wishes to the recipient. With honor, I will now present the Stagecoach Player Scholarship. Congratulations to Alex Umekubo. Following that is the Eric Glass Satterwhite Scholarship. The Satterwhite family is honored to present the Leonard Eric Satterwhite Glass Scholarship for the 8th year. Eric was a college-educated, respectful young man with a great personality. What makes this award unique is that the money that started this scholarship came from the citizens of Sycamore through a memorial fund when Eric passed away unexpectedly in 2007. It is maintained by contributions from family and friends. This year, the awardee will receive $300. His recommendation letters describe him as good-hearted, outgoing, and involved in the community. Congratulations to Charlie Oestreicher. To present the Cal and Helen Doty Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Ben Doty.
Good evening. I am here to present the Cal and Helen Doty Memorial Scholarship. My grandfather, Cal, started Doty & Sons Concrete Products in 1948 with his father. When he married Helen in 1956, he gained both a wife and a business partner. Today, the business is operated by their sons, Tom and Sam. This scholarship that memorializes Cal and Helen was set up to encourage young people with talent to work with their hands, to invent new things, and to start small businesses. I am proud to announce that this year's recipient is Bradford Edwards. Congratulations, Bradford.
Thank you, Mr. Doty, for taking part in this memorable night. To continue, it is my pleasure to give out the Aaron Posh Memorial Scholarship. This year's winner is Jason Calderon. Congratulations. I am proud to introduce Mrs. Tiffany McQueen Lewis for the Keller Family and Christopher David Sanderson Memorial Scholarships.
Good afternoon. My name is Tiffany McQueen Lewis, and I am the Grants Director at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. This afternoon, I am proud to present the inaugural award for the Kelleher Family Scholarship. This scholarship was created in order to pass along a lasting legacy of love and support for the community, specifically in the area of making and helping to make a college education more affordable for Sycamore High School graduates. The scholarship will provide support for graduating Sycamore High School senior who has demonstrated a need for financial assistance, a history of community involvement, and who plans to attend an accredited college, university, or trade school. The Kelleher family was very pleased to receive over 50 applications this year, and it certainly wasn't easy for them to only select 2, as this class has so much to be proud of. The first recipient was actively involved in clubs both inside and outside of school. She was a member of the National Honor Society and took on a leadership role as team captain for the Sycamore High School girls soccer team, as well as the Chicago Rush Soccer Club. In her spare time, she gave back to the community by volunteering at Northern Illinois Food Bank, Feed My Starving Children, Moose Heart Child City and School, coached youth soccer, and served on 4 life mission trips. She will continue her soccer career at North Central College, where she will study business or education. The first $850 scholarship will be awarded to Ellie Lochbaum. Congratulations, Ellie. The second recipient was also involved in many clubs and activities at Sycamore High School, which included leadership roles in Orchesis, dance team, and the tennis team. She was a member of the Student Advisory Committee and DeKalb County History Museum. She was chosen as a member of Northwestern Medicine's Discovery Program, which will serve her well as she continues her education at Central College, where she will focus her studies on pre-med as well as play for Central's tennis team. The second scholarship for $850 will go to Laramie O'Sullivan. Congratulations to you both. The Christopher David Sanderson Memorial Scholarship goes to a graduating Sycamore High School senior who has been involved in the theater arts program and intends to pursue college and a college degree in theater or film. This $450 scholarship is awarded to Tori Kenny-Gates. Congratulations, Tori. And congratulations to all the Sycamore High School scholarship recipients and students, and best of luck to you in your future career and academic endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. McQueen Lewis. Your support is very much appreciated. For the next award, I would like to introduce Miss Laura Collins as she announces the Austin James Clark Memorial Scholarship.
Hi, I'm Laura Collins, and I am here today to present the Austin James Clark Memorial Scholarship on behalf of myself, Austin's mom, Tim Clark, Austin's dad, his brother, sister, and stepfather. I know that this year has not been at all what you expected it to be. At the start of the year, I'm sure it looks very much different than expected. But I think it's also important to take a positive from every situation. And one of the good things about this is how we've learned that we are really adaptable. And this will serve you well through the rest of your life. We never know what the next 24 hours is going to bring, and we never know when our plans are going to get changed for us. However, how we adapt to those changes writes the tale of our character. And you get to be the author of that tale. Today, during my 24 hours, I am going to give away a scholarship for $500 to a graduating senior who has a GPA of 2.5 or above, who is planning to further their education at a college or trade school of their choice, and who demonstrates caring, creativity, and humor in their everyday life. During our darkest hour, the generosity of family, friends, and people we didn't even know allowed us to remember that there was good in the world. It is our hope that through this scholarship, we may honor the spirit of our son, Austin Clark, and we may share some hope and prosperity during one of the most exciting times in your lives. Please, everyone, join me in congratulating Emmalee Davis as this year's scholarship recipient. Thank you, Emmalee, and good luck.
I now have the honor to present this year's recipients of the Abby Rose Shared Kindness Scholarship. The Abby Rose Memorial would like to thank Sycamore High School, the administration, and the community for allowing them to honor Abby Rose. Every year, they are amazed at the pay-it-forward attitude of all students who apply. This year was no different. Including tonight's 7 recipients, the Abby Rose Memorial has awarded over 77 scholarships. Congratulations to Caitlin Bernston, Genesis Miranda, Ian Purdom, Morgan Heinisch, Cole Heinisch, Brianna Marie Gerke, and Elijah Borsch. A letter will be sent with more details. The family of Abby Rose is extremely proud of all the graduates. Good luck to everyone. Moving forward, Miss Ashley Parks will announce the Gina M. Delmont Memorial Scholarship.
Hi, my name is Ashley Parks, and I will be presenting the Gina M. Delmont Memorial Scholarship. My Aunt Gina was an extremely loving and hilarious person. She cared for others, loved them, and just tried to help them in any way that she could. She was an amazing spirit. She graduated from Sycamore High School in 1985, and the most important things to her were her family, education, and athletics. She would be so proud to assist a graduating senior to further their education. And as a member of Gina's family, I'm proud to award the 2nd annual Gina M. Delmont Memorial Scholarship to Genesis Miranda. Congratulations, Genesis, and thank you to everyone that applied.
Thank you, Ashley. I am pleased to introduce Mrs. Lauren Holtz for her presentation of several scholarships.
Hi, I'm Lauren Holtz, the Executive Director for the Sycamore Education Foundation. It's a pleasure being here tonight. Congrats, seniors. I'm going to be introducing several scholarships tonight that were established on behalf of the Sycamore Education Foundation. The first is the Marion Elliott Memorial Scholarship. Marion was a 1936 graduate of Sycamore High School. She had a career as an educator for 41 years. This is for students pursuing a degree in education. This year's recipients are Genesis Miranda and Ashley Montano. Next up is the Julie Eggert Hacka Memorial Scholarship that was established on behalf of the Hacka family. This is for a student pursuing a degree in medicine. This year's recipient is Lauren Harris. The next scholarship is the Donald D. Kendall Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established to memorialize Donald D. and Bernice Kendall. This student must be involved with the KEC program, pursuing a degree in business or restaurant management. This year's recipient goes to Bradford Edwards. And finally, the Donna J. Bukowski Memorial Scholarship. Donna was a 1984 graduate of Sycamore High School who owned several interior design businesses. This is for a student pursuing a degree in business. This year's recipient is Robert Carpenter. Congrats.
Thank you for your evening with us, and congratulations to the recipients of these awards. For the Joel Strack Memorial Scholarships, Mr. Ted Strack.
Good evening. My name is Ted Strack. I'm the younger brother of Joel Strack. I have the honor tonight of awarding 2 scholarships in Joel's memory. Joel was the 4th of 8 siblings. With that many kids around, it was difficult to get attention. Joel learned from an early age that if you performed, you got a lot of attention. When he got to high school, he joined theater, madrigals, and chorus, and truly found a home. Not only did he enjoy the activities, but he truly enjoyed the people involved with them. He went on to the University of Illinois and got a degree in a related field, and then took a job at Disney World down in Orlando, Florida, and worked there for most of his adult life. One of the things our folks instilled in us from an early age was to stand up for the things you believe in. And for Joel, this took courage. Joel was a pioneer of the gay community down in Orlando, Florida. He helped people to understand it was okay to be different, that you need to embrace who you are as a person and be happy with that. He was a true leader and his community in Orlando. So with that, I have the honor of awarding 2 scholarships tonight. The first one is for performing arts, and the winner of that scholarship is Alex Umekubo. Congratulations, Alex. The second scholarship we're awarding tonight is for leadership. That scholarship goes to Ashley Parks. It just so happens that both Alex and Ashley will be attending Loyola University in the fall. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Strack, and thank you to the generous donors that have supported SHS students for years. We are all beyond grateful. To move along with the program, I would like to introduce our senior class secretary, Mr. Brady Kyrlieber.
Thank you, Genesis. I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Dana Crowley to present the Sycamore Kiwanis Scholarship.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dana Crowley, and I'm the president of the Sycamore Kiwanis Club. While I wish that we all could be together in one place, the current situation requires that we get creative in order to communicate with each other during some important times in our lives. With that said, welcome to my home where I'm recording this message. As some of you may already know, the Kiwanis Club as an organization has a primary mission of serving the children of the world. The Kiwanis mission is truly a global duty, but that mission begins at home by serving the children and young adults of our own community. We have formed service leadership clubs in the Sycamore High School, the middle school, St. Mary's Middle School, as well as West and Southeast grade schools. These clubs provide a framework for servant leaders to serve their home, school, and communities to make them a better place. At the high school level, the Key Club works together with the Kiwanis Club, as well as the middle school and elementary clubs to perform services for their schools and for the community in numerous ways. This includes raising awareness for homelessness through homeless sleepouts, organizing senior citizen proms at the Oakcrest Nursing Home, managing and maintaining a thriving Key Club at the Sycamore High School, as well as serving the organization at the district and international level by planning conventions and submitting monthly reports. As part of the Kiwanis relationship with the Key Club, we sponsor scholarships on an annual basis to Key Club members who have applied for and have been awarded a scholarship after careful vetting by the selection committee. This year, we are grateful that we can help 2 industrious and servant-hearted students that help make our community a better place. This year's scholarships have been awarded to Brady Kyrlieber and Morgan Heinisch. Please join me in congratulating Brady and Morgan and wishing them great success in their future endeavors. In closing, and on behalf of the entire Kiwanis family in Sycamore, we also wish all graduates great success. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. Crowley. Now I would like to present the School Store Smart Mart Scholarship. The scholarship is being awarded to Omni Austin, Lauren Harris, and Alexis Fote. Congratulations and thank you for your dedication to the Smart Mart. Please welcome Dr. Kate Hamill to announce the winner of the Kijowski College Academic Achievement Awards.
Hello, my name is Dr. Katie Hamill, and I'm the Executive Director of the Kijowski College Foundation. Congratulations, seniors, on this monumental occasion. I am here to announce the recipients of the Kijowski College Academic Achievement Scholarships. 20 years ago, I received the scholarship to Kijowski College too, and I really feel it helped lay a solid foundation for me academically. There are 2 types of academic achievement scholarships, the President's Scholar and the College Scholar. The President's Scholar is for students who graduate from an in-district high school and have a GPA of 3.75 or higher. Recipients will receive $1,000 a semester for 4 semesters. These students from Sycamore are Brandon Austin, Owen Bachman, Cassidy Kalfa, Miranda Englund, Zach Kozenplink, and Riley Winburn. Congratulations to our President's Scholars. The College Scholars is for students who graduate from an in-district high school and have a GPA of 3.25 to 3.74. Recipients will receive $500 a semester for 4 semesters. These students from Sycamore are Robert Carpenter, Michaela Fitzpatrick, Haley Goff, Jacob Hove, and Owen Polichnowski. Congratulations to our College Scholars, and congratulations to all of the seniors tonight. You have made it a great choice in attending Kijowski College and laying a solid foundation for your college experience. We look forward to seeing you all, and the best of luck to you.
Thank you, Dr. Hamill. I'm happy to announce that the recipient of the Luann and Greg Olson Scholarship is Charlotte Salis. Congratulations, Charlotte. Next, I have the honor of presenting the ICCU Scholarship to Joshua Burns, Charlotte Salis, and Owen Bachman. Congratulations to the three of you. The next award being presented is the Southeast School Scholarship. Congrats to Tessa Harbecke. And now, the North School Scholarship. The recipients are Tyler Madden and Ian Purdom. I'd like to introduce Mr. Ryan Schrader to announce the West School Mary Curry Scholarship recipient.
My name is Ryan Schrader, principal at West Elementary School. I'm honored today on behalf of West Elementary School as well as the WSO to be honoring our recipient of this year's scholarship. This year's Mary Curry Scholarship goes to a great young man named Jason Calderon. Jason, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Mr. Schrader. Up next, we have Mr. Craig Wesley to present the South Prairie Elementary Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Craig Wesley, and I'm the principal of South Prairie Elementary School. It's my pleasure to present the South Prairie PTO Scholarship to Torrance Sharp. Congratulations, Tori, and congratulations to all Sycamore seniors.
Thank you, Mr. Wesley. I would now like to welcome Mr. Ryan Janish to present the North Grove School Scholarship.
Hello, senior class. Mr. Janish here, principal at North Grove Elementary School here in Sycamore. Each year, the North Grove PTO awards a $500 scholarship to a former North Grove student. And this year's winner is Kaari Hostler. Congratulations, Kaari, and congratulations to all of the graduating class of 2020. Best of luck in your future.
Thanks, Mr. Janish. I now have the honor to present the St. Mary's School Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to Paul Ruetten. Congratulations, Paul. I'm now pleased to announce the recipient of the First National Bank Scholarship. This year's winner is Ashley Kijowski. Congratulations, Ashley. And congratulations to all of our winners tonight. And now our next MC of the night, Ms. Kylie Feuerbach.
Thank you, Brady. Moving on with the night, I'd like to introduce the respected and admired Sycamore High School educator, Mr. Scott Horlock, who will be presenting two scholarships, the Bosch and Lam Science Award and the Certificate of Excellence in Biology Scholarship.
Every year, the Bausch & Lomb Optical Company of Rochester, New York, makers of fine lenses and optical equipment, honors outstanding high school students with a certificate and attractive bronze medal. The Science Award is presented to the student who has demonstrated the highest aptitude and achievement in the field of science. The Bausch & Lomb Science Award has been given continuously since 1939 at Sycamore High School. This year's recipient of the award is Abigail Krull. She has shown a love and enthusiasm for science and learning in general, and that love is contagious. For 2 years, she was a member of the Sycamore High School watershed class, where her original research in the presence of gastropods in the Kijowski River watershed has led to assistance with setting a baseline for our understanding of these creatures. She's an outstanding student, and I am honored to give her this award. The Certificate of Excellence in Biology is presented to a student who has demonstrated a high level of aptitude and achievement in biology classes. I have had the pleasure of working with this student on and off for the past 4 years. She was a student in my freshman biology class, and she is currently a student in watershed and in dual credit biology. It has been an absolute pleasure to work with this young lady over the past 4 years. It is my honor to give this Certificate of Excellence to Emmalee Davis.
Thank you for that, Mr. Horlock. Up next, I'd like to welcome yet another highly regarded Sycamore High School educator, Mrs. Pam Olson, who will be announcing the Certificate of Excellence in Chemistry Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Pam Olson, and I am the Science Department Chair. I am both honored and privileged to announce the recipient of the Certificate of Excellence in Chemistry. The certificate is presented to the student who has demonstrated the highest aptitude and achievement in chemistry. I am very pleased to announce that the outstanding chemistry student for the 2019-2020 school year is Allison Polly. Congratulations, Allison, and congratulations, class of 2020. You did it!
Thank you, Mrs. Olson. It is my privilege to introduce still another wonderful Sycamore High School teacher, Mrs. Sydney Zune, who will be presenting the Certificate of Excellence in Physics Scholarship.
We would like to present the Certificate of Excellence in Physics to a student who has been strong in his science abilities since I taught him in 8th grade. Matthew Cleveland is the perfect person to receive this award because he is dedicated to science and math and loves physics. Many, many days after school, you could find Matthew coming up with a problem and figuring out all the math and physics needed to solve the problem. Matthew, we wish you the best of luck at UND. I know that you will go on to do great things.
Thank you, Mrs. Zune, for all you do. Moving on, it is my honor to announce the Maria de Jesus Ibarra Scholarship. This is the 3rd annual awarding of this family scholarship to a deserving high school senior of Mexican-American descent. Maria helped raise 4 children along with her husband Juan in El Paso, Texas. She realized that having a quality education is what would level the playing field for all races in reaching and maintaining a certain socioeconomic status. This path of education was more challenging for minority groups in West Texas during the 1980s, but quitting was not an option. This led to all 4 children graduating from college, with 3 of them obtaining medical and law degrees. Once all siblings had finished their education, Maria proved that she did not only talk the talk, but she also could walk it. At the age of 50, she went back to the school herself and graduated from college and did some teaching at local schools in El Paso, Texas. Of this is what all members of the Ibarra family are most proud of. She proved to us that everything is possible with a strong will, hard work, and faith in God. The winner of the Maria de Jesus Ibarra Scholarship for this year is Jenny Cruz. Congrats, Jenny. And now, with a bright smile, it is my joy to announce the DeKalb County Dental Society Scholarship. The winner of this award goes to Kelsey Mulligan. Congrats, Kelsey. Our next scholarship presentation is the highly regarded SEA Ray Lambert Scholarship. The SEA Ray Lambert Scholarship is given to a Sycamore High School senior who is planning to pursue a career in education. Ray Lambert was a teacher at Sycamore Junior High School for 34 years. He was very active and strong supporter of the Sycamore Education Association. This scholarship bears his name because Ray possessed the qualities that those of us in education strive to embody every single day: kindness, respect, compassion, dedication, and humor. It gives me great pleasure to award this year's $1,000 SEA Ray Lambert Scholarship to Ben Hollendoner. Congrats, Ben. It is now my distinct honor to introduce Mr. Alan Zantut, who will be presenting the Ideal Industries Educational Grant in General Business or Engineering Scholarship and the Ideal Industries Education Grants Scholarship.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alan Zantut, Business Unit Manager at Ideal Industries. We're so excited for the class of 2020 and their bright future. As an alumnus from the class of 2003, I am proud to award this year's Ideal Industries Scholarship to a graduating senior planning to study business or engineering. This year's winner of the $10,000 scholarship is Erik Handel. Congratulations. The Ideal Foundation also awards scholarships to qualifying graduates whose parents work for Ideal Industries. This year, we have 2 graduating seniors, each being awarded $2,000. Congratulations to Elena Kaswani and Alexis Munch.
Thank you, Mr. Zantut. To be presenting the Albert M. Zari Scholarship as administered by the Community Foundation of the Fox River Valley, I'm happy to announce Ms. Julie Chrisman.
Hello, my name is Julie Chrisman, and I am the President and CEO of the Community Foundation of the Fox River Valley. On behalf of our Board of Directors, staff, and committee members, we want to say congratulations to the Sycamore High School class of 2020. There are 2 students from your school who will receive a scholarship award this year from the Albert M. Zari Scholarship Fund. The names of those students are Emmalee Austin and Matthew Cleveland. Out of the over 700 different students that applied this year, 381 students will receive a scholarship award from one of our over 200 different funds that we administer at the Community Foundation. Between 1-year renewable scholarships, our foundation will grant over $1.7 million toward higher education over the next 4 years. To all Sycamore High School graduates, though this school year is not ending as the way you would have expected, the way that you're responding to this uncertainty will definitely prepare you for the future ahead. The Community Foundation of the Fox River Valley wishes you the very best as you continue your studies and begin your academic and professional careers.
Thank you, Ms. Kurtzman. It is now my privilege to introduce Mrs. Sally Bruch, who will be presenting the Sycamore Masonic Lodge Scholarship.
Hi, my name is Sally Brooke, and I am a proud board member of the DeKalb County Community Foundation representing Kirkland. I am pleased to announce the scholarship recipient for the Sycamore Masonic Lodge Scholarship, a scholarship that is held here at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. Founded by members of the Sycamore Masonic Lodge in 2004, this award is given to a student who is planning to pursue a career in healthcare or health sciences, and it's based on a strong academic performance. This year, the $1,500 award goes to Kylie Plagakis. Congratulations, Kylie, and best wishes.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Bruch. Continuing on, we are honored to have Mrs. Beth Prestegard, who will be presenting the Lillian S. Boynton Scholarship.
Hi, my name is Beth Prestegard, and I'm a proud board member of the DeKalb County Community Foundation, where I have represented the Village of Waterman for the past 9 years. I am pleased to announce the scholarship recipients for the Lillian S. Boynton Scholarship, a scholarship held at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. Lillian Boynton was virtually penniless when she arrived in DeKalb from Oak Park as a child in the early 1900s. Through hard work, she became a very successful business person, ultimately owning Boynton's of Sycamore, a fine fashion shop. When she died in 1998, at the age of 93, Lillian Boynton's estate assured that many of the things she treasured would live on. Among those treasures was education. Through an endowment at the DeKalb County Community Foundation, her legacy will go on forever. These two $9,100 scholarships are awarded to Miranda England and Emmeline Poles. Congratulations to both of you, and all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Mrs. Prestegard. Next up, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Dan Templin, who will be presenting the A. Raymond and Lois H. Linden Scholarship.
Hi everyone, my name is Dan Templin, and I serve as Executive Director of the DeKalb County Community Foundation. Congratulations to the Sycamore High School Class of 2020 on all of your accomplishments. For those of you who participated in YEP, Youth Engaged in Philanthropy, at the Community Foundation over the years, we hope that you had a great experience, learned some great skills, and that you commit yourself to be lifelong philanthropists. I'm pleased to announce a scholarship recipient from the A. Raymond and Lois H. Sony Linden Scholarship, which is an endowed scholarship fund held at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. Ray Linden was president and CEO of ITT Holub for many years. He and his wife are memorialized with this scholarship, and it is presented to a student planning to attend NIU and pursue a degree in business or the fine arts. This $650 scholarship is awarded to Chloe Hardy. Congratulations, Chloe.
Thank you, Mr. Templin. Now, I am privileged to introduce Mrs. Tiffany McQueen Lewis, who will be presenting the Medal in Middleton Scholarship, the Annette and Jerry Johns Future Teacher Endowed Scholarship, the Fizz Erler Automotive Technology Scholarship Fund, and the Roy W. Smitty and Cora E. Cody Smith Football Scholarship. Mrs. Tiffany McQueen Lewis will also be announcing the Suddenly Family Scholarship Fund, the Charles and Helen Suter Memorial Scholarship, the Gilbert Gibbs Seegers Science Scholarship, and last but not least, the Wally Mr. Pumpkin Thoreau Scholarship.
Good afternoon. My name is Tiffany McQueen Lewis, and I'm the Grants Director at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. Each year, the Community Foundation partners with high schools across the county to award scholarships to deserving students to help them achieve their educational and career goals. This year, over 85 scholarships will be awarded to students across the county, totaling over $110,000, where students can use those funds to assist them with their tuition and books and fees at their chosen universities, community colleges, and vocational schools. This year, we are really proud to award 31 of those scholarships to Sycamore High School students, totaling over $48,000. This would not be possible without the support of many generous donors who have created endowed scholarship funds at the Community Foundation to support future generations like the students that have been selected for these scholarships. Most of our awards memorialize loved ones, and we encourage our scholarship recipients to get to know the people behind the names of these scholarships. Each one of our scholarship recipients was carefully selected by a very dedicated and hardworking committee. So you should really be honored to be selected for these scholarships, and you are helping to carry out the legacy of the loved one who the scholarship was named in honor of. Tonight, I am honored to announce a few of the scholarships at Sycamore High School that have received scholarships from funds held at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. Just a few information regarding the scholarships, since this year is different than how we've presented the scholarships in the past. All students will receive their award letters in the mail within the next 2 weeks, with instructions on how to claim your scholarship and how to complete the required scholarship acceptance form. This form will be due on June 30th. Scholarship checks will be sent directly to the respective colleges and universities, and they should receive those checks by the end of July. We are really, really proud of all of the scholarship recipients and all of the students who are graduating from Sycamore High School this year. We know that this year has been challenging, but out of this has come many, many wonderful opportunities to be creative and innovative in how we celebrate you and the journey that you're about to embark upon. So with that, I'm going to begin announcing the scholarship recipients of just a few of those scholarships held at the DeKalb County Community Foundation. The first is the Madeline Middleton Scholarship. Sycamore resident Madeline Middleton established this scholarship in her estate, and it is awarded to someone with character and academic success. This $450 scholarship is awarded to Matthew Cleveland. Congratulations. Next, the Annette and Jerry Johns Future Teacher Endowed Scholarship. Annette and Jerry Johns currently reside in Sycamore and feel very strongly about giving back to their community. This scholarship is just one way they're accomplishing that, and it goes to a Sycamore grad pursuing a teaching career. This $500 scholarship is awarded to Bradley Harris. Congratulations, Bradley. The Fizz Erler Automotive Technology Scholarship. A memorial fund named for the longtime Sycamore businessman and car buff who died in January 2000 after a hard-fought battle with cancer. This yearly scholarship provides a Sycamore graduate support at Kijowski College to study auto mechanics, collision repair, or diesel technology. This $1,725 scholarship is awarded to Cole Baumgartner. Congratulations, Cole. The Roy W. Smitty and Cora E. Cody Smith Football Scholarship is next. The Smith family is synonymous with Spartan athletics, and this scholarship is awarded to a standout football player. This $1,200 scholarship this year is awarded to Kyle Antos. Congratulations, Kyle. The Sunley Family Scholarship Fund. The Sunley Family Scholarship Fund is given to support a graduating high school senior who's planning to attend Kijowski College with an intended field of study in the areas of business, medical, and/or industrial engineering. The scholarship was established in honor of the family's commitment to a hard work ethic, faithfulness to God, family, and community. This $425 scholarship is awarded to Leonardo Lopez. Congratulations, Leonardo. Next is the Charles and Helen Suter Memorial Scholarship. This award honors the late Charles and Helen Suter, their love for education and learning, and the Suter family's ongoing service to the community. The Suters have been a part of DeKalb County for over 75 years. The Suter Company has continued to find success as a maker of top quality, innovative food products and is now run by the third generation of Suters. This award goes to a student who has demonstrated involvement in service clubs or volunteerism and is planning to attend a 4-year school. The $2,000 scholarship this year is awarded to Tessa Harbecke. Congratulations, Tessa. Next is the Gilbert Gibb Seegers Science Scholarship. For a graduating senior who completed courses in both chemistry and physics at Sycamore High School and plans to continue studies in the scientific field. The scholarship reflects and exemplifies those qualities of Gilbert Seegers, most remembered by the students, faculty, and community. This $500 scholarship is awarded to Elizabeth Haub. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Mr. Pumpkin, Wally Mr. Pumpkin Thorough Scholarship. This is awarded to a graduate that has demonstrated community service and artistic creativity and who plans to pursue an art degree immediately after high school graduation. This $600 scholarship is awarded to Emmalee Torson. I want to take a moment just to congratulate all of the scholarship recipients that have been announced today, and again, all of the graduates of Sycamore High School. We are really, really proud of your accomplishments, and we wish you the best of luck in your future academic and career pursuits. Thank you.
I am happy to introduce Mrs. Alyssa Kolness, who will be presenting the John D. Meyer Memorial Scholarship.
Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Kolness, and I am honored to present the scholarship that was created in memory of my brother, John D. Meyer. Johnny was an avid outdoorsman who had a very strong passion for wildlife and forestry. He was a skilled tradesman, taking classes in metal fabrication, drafting, auto mechanics, and woodworking. After graduating with the Sycamore class of 1997, he went on to become a very talented union carpenter and was the driving force of our family's construction business. He was always the most genuine man with a heart of gold. He had a very strong work ethic and was always looking to expand his knowledge in these areas of interest. He passed away tragically, suffering anaphylactic shock after a bee sting in September of 2006. After that, it seemed appropriate to create the John D. Meyer Scholarship to promote the continued education for graduates majoring in similar fields of interest. I am pleased to announce the 2020 recipient of the John D. Meyer Scholarship is Al Lycomer. Congratulations, Al. On behalf of the Meyer family, we wish you the best. To all the graduates of the Sycamore class of 2020, you have finished your senior year in a way many of us couldn't, and you have made Sycamore proud. Congratulations and the best of luck to you all.
Thank you, Mrs. Kolness. It is now my honor to announce the Chuck Criswell Memorial Scholarship Fund. Chuck would be so honored to give this scholarship in his name. It was so important to him to support his community. The winner of this award goes to Micah Kurtzman. Congrats, Micah. Next, it is my sincere privilege to present the Patricia Woodstrup Memorial Scholarship. The winner of this scholarship goes to Cora Hash. Congrats, Cora. Lastly, it brings me great pleasure to announce the esteemed James and Marjorie Lehan Family Scholarship. This is the 4th annual Marge and Jim Lehan Scholarship. The Lehan family has been in the DeKalb area for over 70 years. You might have heard of Lehan Drugs. The $1,000 scholarship is intended for a graduating Sycamore High School student entering a health or medical field of study. This year's recipient of the Jim and Marge Lehan Scholarship is Laramie O'Sullivan. Congrats, Laramie. Moving on with awards, I would like to invite Miss Gwyneth Boynton, who will be presenting the next scholarships.
Thank you, Kylie. First, I have the honor of announcing the winner of the Brian Bemis Automotive Group Scholarship. The winner is Allie Drake. Congratulations. The next award to be presented tonight is the Peter L. Johnson Leadership Award. It's my honor to introduce Mr. Andrew Jordan to announce this year's winner.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Andy Jordan, representing the Sycamore High School Student Council along with Mr. Drayton Eggleston to present the Pete Johnson Scholarship Award to the class of 2020. Pete Johnson was a teacher, a football coach, and a principal at Sycamore High School. He helped develop the vocational skills program and is a World War II veteran and is a living example of what it means to be a leader. So each year the Student Council presents the Leadership Award to at least one student. This year, Mr. Eggleston and I decided to present it to two different students. The first is Genesis Miranda. Genesis has been a great leader. She's been the treasurer for Student Council the past 3 years, and has always spoke out for herself and her classmates at Spartan Senate and been a great person that we could always count on. The second recipient is Kylie Feuerbach. She's been your class president the last 4 years and has been a great example of a leader in the classroom and in the athletics field for volleyball, basketball, and track and field, and has been someone who's led Spartan Senate and done a great job. So congratulations, both ladies, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce the senior members of the SHS choir to perform Rivers and Roads.
A year from now we'll all be gone, our friends will move away, and they're going to better places, but our friends will be gone away. Nothing is as it has been, and I miss your face like hell, and I guess it's just as well, that I miss your face like hell. Talking about the way things change, Ellie lives in a different state. If you don't know what to make of it, then make him not relate. If you don't know what to make of it, then make him not Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you.
Great job. That was beautiful. I now have the pleasure of announcing the winner of the School Toolbox Scholarship. School Toolbox is a company that cares like no other about kids and their education, providing them with quality and customized tools to help them learn and succeed. They are driven by a passion and a focus to serve their customers, their employees, their families, and their community. The recipient of the 2020 School Toolbox Education Scholarship is Trinity Nordbrock. Congratulations, Trinity. The next award of the night is for the Lundbeck Family Music Scholarship. It is with great pleasure that the Lundbeck Family Music Scholarship is awarded to Mr. Brett Harris, who will be attending Illinois State University and pursuing a degree in music education. Congratulations, Brett. Next, I have the honor of introducing Ms. Shelley Kijowski to present the Sycamore Music Boosters Senior Music Scholarship.
Hi, my name is Shelley Kijowski. I am the scholarship chair with the Sycamore Music Boosters. Every year, we give up to 3 scholarships to Sycamore High School seniors. This year, I have the privilege of giving out 3 scholarships to 3 very deserving candidates. I am very excited to announce that Robert Carpenter, Kelsey Mulligan, and Claire Beletsky have each won a $750 scholarship from the Sycamore Music Boosters. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ms. Bijkowski, for being a part of our awesome night. Next, I am proud to announce the 2020 recipients of the Kijowski Sunrise Rotary Scholarship. The Kijowski Sunrise Rotary Club of DeKalb is delighted once again to support the efforts of the Sycamore High School to recognize students for their outstanding accomplishments. Many of these students will be future leaders and make major contributions to society and the broader DeKalb-Sycamore community. The Sunrise Rotary Club organizes and participates in many worthwhile local initiatives, including the Taste of DeKalb that provides a fun opportunity for area residents, plus raises significant funds to support various worthwhile initiatives in the community, including our scholarship programs. Sunrise Rotary awards annual scholarships to students in the DeKalb 428, Sycamore High School, and KEC with the scholarship money paid to the institutions in which students enroll. Our scholarships are intended to recognize students who have overcome challenges and have shown leadership in planning their careers. In addition, they have made serious contributions to their school or other organizations. In short, they are positioned to make a difference and be leaders in later life. This evening, we are proud to award 2 scholarships to Grace Taylor and Frida Cueves to support their future education and training endeavors. Grace has been involved in many local activities both in school as well as holding several jobs. Frida transitioned to a new society and education system, is a member of the National Honor Society, and is active in several clubs. Their past activities and initiatives show them both to be leaders who will also help to make better lives for others. These are all the principles that our Sunrise Rotary Club strongly endorses. Congratulations to Grace and Frida, and best wishes for the continued success in their future. Moving forward, I am very excited to announce the winners of the A. Franklin Pilchard Foundation Scholarship. The A. Franklin Pilchard Foundation Scholarship goes to graduating seniors who have maintained a B or higher grade point average and plan to attend college in Illinois. This scholarship will pay up to $8,000 a year for 4 years and can be used towards payment for tuition, room and board, and fees at a college in Illinois. This year, we have 3 Sycamore High School seniors who were chosen from the applicants by the A. Franklin Pilchard Foundation to receive this award. June Park, Ian Purdom, and Ashley Montano. Congratulations to these students. Next up, presenting the Black Hawk Moving and Storage Scholarship is their Vice President, Mr. Eli Hammingson.
Good evening, graduating Spartans, and all of those cheering and supporting you on. I'm very pleased to announce this evening that the winner of the Black Hawk Moving and Storage Scholarship is Allie Drake. Congratulations, Allie. We wish you the best of luck at the University of Missouri as you pursue your nursing degree. M-I-Z. She's supposed to say Z-O-U. Good luck, Allie.
Thank you so much again, Mr. Hammingson. I am now very honored to announce our amazing athletic director, Mr. Chauncey Carrick, to present 3 awards. He will be presenting the Senior Athlete of the Year, the Triathletics Award, and the Academic All-State Award.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. You've been one of the best classes that I've worked with at Sycamore High School. You have worked hard, you have stared down adversity, and along the way, you've always made sure to have fun. Your success is coming soon, and I look forward to watching all your successes. Every year, the IHSA recognizes student athletes with their academic all-state team, and those individuals that are honorable mention academic All-State. This year, Sycamore High School has a student has earned her way onto the honorable mention academic All-State team. Congratulations to Kylie Feuerbach on being named to the IHSA honorable mention academic All-State team. At the senior awards every year, we always honor those athletes that have participated in 3 sports for all 4 years of high school. This year we have 4 individuals who have met this standard. They are Grant McConkey in football, basketball, and track and field, Keegan Palm in soccer, bowling, and track and field, Kylie Feuerbach in volleyball, basketball, and track and field, and Paul Ruetten in cross country, swimming, and track and field. Congratulations to these individuals on their dedication to being an athlete during their high school career. I will now present the Senior Athlete of the Year awards to the top male and female athlete. These awards are voted on by the head coaches of all the athletic programs that involve Sycamore High School students. Our Male Athlete of the Year has earned 9 varsity letters, has been named to the All-Conference team 4 times, and this year was the offensive MVP in football for the Interstate 8 Conference. Your Male Athlete of the Year is Grant McConkey. Our Female Athlete of the Year has earned 12 varsity letters, has been named to the All-Conference team 10 times, has also been All-State 5 times, and was named the MVP in basketball for 3 consecutive years. Your Female Athlete of the Year is Kylie Feuerbach. Thank you and good luck to the class of 2020.
The next award of the night, the Sycamore Wrestling Club Scholarship, will be presented by Mr. Alex Nelson.
Good evening. On behalf of the Sycamore Wrestling Club, I would like to present these 2 $500 scholarships to student athletes who excelled on and off the mat. Working hard in school, sports, and the community, they have been great role models for the city of Sycamore. As Spartans, Alex Crawford and Zach Kazumplik have been 4-year members of the Sycamore wrestling team. Between the 2 of them, they compiled over 175 career wins. They also have both earned individual trips to the state tournament for the Spartans. These individuals are very dedicated student athletes and positive role models for all Spartan youth. Alex and Zach's positive attitude and work ethic in the wrestling room will help make both of them successful as they continue their education and athletic careers next fall at Wartburg College. The Sycamore Wrestling faithful would like to thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the Sycamore wrestling team, and we wish you the best of luck in the future. Your scholarship winners are Alex Crawford and Zach Kazumplik.
Thanks, Mr. Nelson. Our next MC of the evening is Tessa Harbecke. Take it away, Tessa.
Thanks, Gwyneth. Moving along with our evening, I'd like to welcome Mr. Tyler Ekstrom as he announces 4 scholarships presented by Sycamore FFA.
I'm Tyler Ekstrom, and I'm here to present the 4 Agriculture and FFA awards this evening. The Robert Howie and Jim Gallagher Memorial Scholarship is sponsored by our FFA alumni, and these 2 students will be receiving a $500 scholarship. The winners are Allie Drake and Bradford Edwards. The Sandy Lenshaw FFA Award is in memory of a past FFA member. This senior has a caring heart and enthusiasm for the FFA. This $100 scholarship is being awarded to Jacob Hoove. The Sycamore FFA Commemorative Scholarship is listed to an active FFA member who has shown great leadership throughout their 4 years at Sycamore High School. The $100 scholarship is being awarded to Allie Drake. The Peter L. Johnson Vocational Leadership Award is given to seniors who have been active leaders in agriculture classes and in the FFA over the last 4 years. The Leadership Award this year goes to Allie Drake, Bradford Edwards, and Jacob Hoove.
Thanks, Mr. Ekstrom. Next up, I have the honor of announcing the Virginia N. Ovitz Senior English Award. This award is based on the same criteria as the Heartland Bank Honors in English Award and is given to the runner-up in that voting. The winner of this award will receive a $200 cash gift as well as a collegiate dictionary. The winner of this award is Kelsey Mulligan. Congratulations, Kelsey. The next award being announced tonight is the Sycamore Force Scholarship. This award is being given to Grant McConkey and Jace Hayes. Congratulations to both of you. Next up tonight, I'd like to welcome Dr. Nancy Leifheit as she presents the PEO Star Scholarship.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Leifheit. I am a retired director of curriculum from Sycamore School District, so I'm really honored to be able to present an award to one of our very own students tonight. I'm presenting the PEO Star Scholarship. PEO stands for Philanthropic Education Organization. The PEO Sisterhood is one of the largest community-based women's organizations in North America, with over 250,000 initiated members. Our organization provides loans and grants, scholarships for women through all of our philanthropies. The PEO Sisterhood is committed to helping women obtain their educational goals. The PEO Star Scholarship recognizes the accomplishments of graduating high school young women planning to pursue post-secondary education. This year, there were 880 scholarships given through Canada and the United States. Of those, 42 recipients were actually in Illinois. And we are especially delighted to see that last year and this year, each of those years, we have a recipient here, right here in Sycamore. That says a great deal for the accomplishments of our award winner tonight and all the abilities and the achievements that they have happened and all the work that they've put in. But I also want to give kudos to the Sycamore School District for providing them opportunities to let them become their best selves. In presenting this prestigious $2,500 scholarship, the members of Chapter KJ in Sycamore are pleased to recognize that this honoree, who demonstrates the excellence in the 5-star qualities in leadership, in extracurricular activities, in community service, in academics, and potential for success. Our PEO Star Scholar is Tessa Harbecke. Tessa, we are so proud of you, and we are delighted that we are able to provide this support for you in your future education. Good luck to you, and thank you very much.
Thanks for being a part of this evening with us, Dr. Leifheit. Next up, I'd like to introduce Sycamore High School's own Mr. Steve Balster as he announces the Lucian and Essie B. Smith Scholarship.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We miss seeing you, but we know you will go out and do great things. This scholarship was started from a gift from Mr. Smith, CEO and president of Duplex Corporation. He originally gave 75 shares, which was used to give one full ride scholarship for 4 years, but he wanted to assist more students. So along with the help of legendary coach Pete Johnson, he has kept this endowment alive. It has given away over $2 million since the inception. This year, 42 students will be splitting $40,000. Students, if you hear your name, please stand and be recognized. Gavin Anderson, Omni Austin, Caitlin Bernstein, Clara Beletsky, Elijah Borge, Shakaya Brinkman, Joshua Burns, Kylie Carlson, Matthew Cleveland, Nathan Cohen, Maya Couvert, Emily Davis, Dylan Donnelly, Miranda England, Noah Forsberg, Brianna Grenke, Grace Ginneman, Jared Grubbs, Erik Handel, Lauren Harris, Jason Hayes, Francis Helton, Kaari Hostler, Elena Kaswani, Micah Kurtzman, Ellie Lochbaum, Leonardo Lopez, Tyler Madden, Genesis Miranda, Kelsey Mulligan, Trinity Nordbrock, Laramie O'Sullivan, Charlie Oestreicher, Ian Purdom, Charlotte Salis, Hannah Schramm, Torrance Sharp, Aaron Simmons, Peyton Saragusa, Haley Thomas, Emmalee Torson, and Alex Umekubo. Congratulations to all. Your checks will be mailed to you. Good luck to you in the future. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for your continued commitment to our class, Mr. Balster. Next up, I would like to announce the Heartland Bank Scholarship as well as the Heartland Bank Honors in English Award. The Heartland Bank Scholarship this year is awarded to Jared Grubbs And the Heartland Bank Honors in English Award goes to Alina Kiswani. Congratulations to both Jared and Alina. Next up tonight, I have the honor of announcing the St. Mary's of Sycamore Knights of Columbus Award. This scholarship is being presented to Genesis Miranda. St. Mary's of Sycamore Knights of Columbus Council 16350 are proud of you and your class of 2020. Continue to be an inspiration to everyone you meet and continue to be an example in your faith. Congratulations, Genesis. Now join me in welcoming Mary Cortez, last year's recipient of the Lucille and Daryl Strack Scholarship Fund, as she presents the award to this year's winner.
When I, Mary Cortez, was the 2019 recipient for the Lucille and Daryl Strack Award, I had a set plan in mind for college, including my future after school. I knew what my major was, I already accepted enrollment for my college in the fall, and I had an idea of what I wanted my life to look like after graduating in 2023. After having completed my first year at Northern Illinois University, I realized that I encountered a new section of my life that I was not prepared for in the best way possible. If I could describe my freshman year in college in one word, it would be growth. My overall mindset towards my education, my social life, and my future experienced expansion as a whole. I was often faced with many questions in my mind, such as, am I studying the right major? How do my new friends compare to my old ones from high school? And even, do I fit in at this university? Believe me, it can be very difficult to be faced with a whole new world full of different opinions and experiences by yourself at first. Don't be afraid to have a conversation with your family or your friends once in a while for clarification and a sense of comfort. The changes that I've seen in myself now, reflecting back on my freshman year, was an increase in my confidence academically. I've been able to clearly identify my strengths in school, and have learned to continue to create relationships with my professors to help build my weaknesses. I've had doubts on and off about my major, but when I started to take some of my classes specifically for teaching, it helped me to realize that I am right where I need to be. If you begin to feel doubts, don't overwhelm yourself with notions of messing up your education. Instead, talk to your advisor or your friends and family. Go for what you love and know you'll be happy in as a profession. Regarding friendships, make sure to involve yourself even before school. Join your class's Facebook group through your college, attend the Welcome Week events, and go to sporting events as well. Once you begin college, you will be amazed at the new amounts of freedom and independence you have. Take advantage of it by introducing yourself to someone new. No matter the age, your new college is a home to all students, and everyone will welcome you, I promise. You don't have to be afraid of the upper class anymore, which is a huge plus. Overall, college has been the best thing for me in my academic career. It has been a positive challenge regarding my classes and my independence. Cherish the memories you make because it goes by so fast. I know I won't forget my numerous trips to Sonic with my friends or our late night games of Uno at the dorm. Treat college as a way to explore all of the exciting areas of your personality and start to discover what makes you stand out as an individual at your school. I am honored to present the Lucille and Daryl Strack Scholarship for the amount of $2,600. The 2020 recipient of this award goes to Genesis Miranda. Congratulations, and I hope you have a successful first year of college.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Jason Kavanaugh as he presents 2 awards from the math department.
Hi everybody. Every year the math department gives away 2 awards for excellence in mathematics, and as always it's a difficult decision at this time, so with apologies to this year's group, including Mulligan, Krull, Davis, Cleveland, Haub, Keswani. The 2 math awards this year go to June Park and Alec Armstrong. Congratulations, seniors.
Thanks, Mr. Kavanaugh, for being a part of this unique night for the class of 2020. Next up, I would like to present the Sycamore Firefighters Local Number 3046 Juanita Doss Memorial Scholarship. Local firefighter and paramedic, Mr. Ian Wheeler.
Good evening, seniors. This has certainly been quite a year. The Sycamore Firefighters Union, Local 3046, is made up of 26 firefighter paramedics. And on behalf of our membership, I want to say that we're very sorry that this has been a tough year. The Juanita Doss Memorial Scholarship is granted to a graduating senior that is pursuing a career in firefighting, health, or public service. Historically, we've only granted one senior this award, but seeing that this year you've all been thrown one curveball after another, we've decided that we want to award all 7 of our applicants with this award. Congratulations to Madison Klassen, Allison Polly, Charles Oestreicher, Emily Davis, Micah Kurtzman, Owen Bachman, and Lauren Harris. Again, congratulations to you all, and we wish you the best of luck in the future. Stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Wheeler. Next up tonight, we have Sycamore High School's Detective Ryan Hooper to announce the next award.
Hi, I'm Officer Hooper with Sycamore Police Department. Each year, the Sycamore Fraternal Order of Police awards 3 $750 scholarships to Sycamore High School seniors who exhibit good U.S. citizenship and good moral character. This year, the awardees are Gavin Anderson, Nicholas Lockhart, and Hannah Vogel. Congratulations to those 3 students.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us tonight, Detective Hooper. Next up, I would like to introduce Mrs. Kathy Meyer as she announces the Resource Bank Centennial Service Award.
Hello, I'm Kathy Meyer, and I'm the branch manager for Resource Bank here in Sycamore. I'm here to present our 2020 Centennial Award. Our Centennial Award is based on a student's volunteerism within the community, and it's $1,000. I'm excited to say that there were 4 recipients from the Sycamore High School. These 4 recipients volunteered in the following areas: Boy Scouts, youth mission trips, food pantries, DeKalb County Nursing Home, Project Warm, and that's just to name a few. I'm happy to announce the 4 recipients were Austin Bungie, Kelsey Mulligan, Erik Handel, and Jared Grubbs. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. And I also would like to say congratulations to all of our seniors 2020. Stay safe.
Thanks, Mrs. Meyer. I now have the pleasure of announcing the Donald and Rosemary Redmond Scholarship. This scholarship is in memory of Donald and Rosemary Redmond. The Redmond Scholarship has been given each year since 1981 to a graduating senior wanting to further their education. It was important to them to establish this award in their memory. Congratulations to the 2020 recipient, and best wishes from Redmond's daughter, Julie Rhodes. This year's winner is Joseph Quinn. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to announce the Eamon and Opal Adkins Memorial Scholarship. The winner is Allie Drake. Congratulations, Allie. Next up, I have the honor of presenting the Van Lynch Memorial Scholarship. The 2 winners this year are Charles Oestreicher and Elijah Borg. Congrats to the both of you. Continuing, to present the Sycamore Sports Booster Scholarship, I would like to welcome Mr. Tim Dumont.
Hey everybody, Jim Dumont at Sycamore Sports Boosters. Each year we award up to 6 $1,000 scholarships based on the following criteria. The families must be Sycamore Sports Booster members, the number of seasons that the applicant has participated in Sycamore High School sports, the number of leadership or captain roles that they've held, family volunteerism within Sycamore Sports Boosters, their weighted GPA, as well as an essay about how athletics in Sycamore High School has affected their lives. Our 6 awardees this year have combined for a total of 51 seasons of Sycamore High School athletics and held 7 leadership positions. More impressive than that is that their average weighted GPA was 4.198. As I read the names, please wait until I read all of them until you applause. The 6 winners are Josh Burns, Zach Kazumpwick, Abby Krull, Grant McConkey, Kylie Plagakis, and Preston Root. Congratulations all of our winners and the entire 2020 graduating class. Hail Spartans!
Thanks for your support, Mr. Dumont. And next up, I'd like to welcome Mr. Nick Reinick as he announces the Sycamore High School Human Relations Award.
Good evening, class of 2020. Sycamore High School wishes to celebrate students who strive to foster a climate and culture of kindness, dignity, and respect for others throughout our learning community. To this end, the Human Relations Award recognizes and honors those students who positively affect our school culture through their interpersonal actions, with others regardless of race, ethnic, or socioeconomic background, and physical or academic ability. Throughout the past 4 years, this student has demonstrated outstanding character, sense of others, and selfless behavior. She consistently displayed empathy and was incredibly motivated to reach out and support others. Staff members say, "This student is one of the top 5 students in terms of character that I have ever had in my entire career. This student is kind, does what is right, and doesn't follow the crowd. This student gives her best effort every time she is asked to do something. This student works harder than all of her peers and doesn't settle for anything average. This student's heart is always in the right place. If this student is being awarded something, she deserves it." During the summer of 2019, there was an apartment fire in the Sycamore community. That fall, this student approached high school staff asking if she could coordinate a fundraiser to support the numerous families impacted and displaced by the fire. Creating the Chip in Your Change fundraiser each day for 1 month, she arranged for student volunteers to sit in during lunch periods, collecting change from students and staff. In the spirit of competition, she challenged each class, freshmen, sophomore, junior, and seniors, to drop money into giant water jugs. The donations from Chip in Your Change raised over $500, allowing 4 families, identified and supported through the Adoptive Family Program of Family Service Agency, which included families impacted by the fire at St. Albans, to receive all items on their holiday wish lists. This student created an enthusiasm for giving throughout the student body. She also developed a connection between the high school and the community at large. This student has continued the spirit of kindness and compassion demonstrated by this award's first recipient, Lyric Pugh. As a recipient of the Sycamore High School Human Relations Award, we would like to recognize Ashley Parks. Congratulations, Ashley.
Thank you, Mr. Reineck, and the class of 2020 thanks you for all of your years of service to the Sycamore High School as you move on to the Central Administration Office. Now I would like to welcome back Mrs. Lauren Holtz as she announces the next 2 awards.
Hi, I'm Lauren Holtz, Executive Director of the Sycamore Education Foundation. I'm going to be introducing the Doik Van Gorder Scholarship for $10,000. Mr. Van Gorder is a 1959 graduate of Sycamore High School, who is the owner and president of Network Technologies in Scottsdale, Arizona. This is for a student pursuing a degree in engineering. Tonight's recipient is TJ Burns. Congrats. Tonight, I'm going to be introducing the Rhoda Johnson Memorial Scholarship. Rhoda was a graduate of Sycamore High School and NIU. She educated DeKalb County youth for over 10 years. This student must be pursuing a degree in education. Tonight's recipient goes to Haley Thomas. Congrats.
Thank you, Mrs. Holtz. I would now like to invite Sycamore High School's principal, Mr. Tim Carlson, as he announces the National Merit Scholarship as well as the school scholarships presented to seniors from their colleges or universities.
Good evening. I'd like to begin by congratulating the class of 2020. Parents, you should be very proud of your sons and daughters. They've always upheld the highest standards of citizenship, character, and scholarship during their 4 years here at Sycamore High School. We as a faculty and staff will truly miss the class of 2020. I would also like to thank the individuals and organizations for their unbelievable generosity, dedication, and support of our students during tonight's program and always. Tonight is a tremendous reflection of the values of this community. The award I get to present is the National Merit Commendation Award. The National Commended Award is for students that place among the top 34,000 students out of over 1.6 million students who entered the National Merit Program by taking the PSAT National Merit Qualifying Exam. This prestigious award goes to Dylan T. Donnelly, Elena A. Kaswani, and Sung J. Park. Congratulations, class of 2020. Be proud of your accomplishments, and I look forward to watching you successfully walk through life. And now, sit back and enjoy the senior slideshow highlighting scholarships and awards from non-Sycamore High School entities. Thank you.
up, I would like to welcome back Genesis Miranda, our senior class treasurer, as she presents the class gift.
On behalf of every student in the community, we would like to thank Mrs. Countryman for her dedication to all Sycamore schools. From serving as principal at Southeast to overlooking the educational community as superintendent, she provided a great deal of support that has benefited all of us. With her guidance throughout our academic career, we were able to grow and unfold into strong-willed members of society. It is with great pleasure and appreciation that the senior class of 2020 will be donating $4,000 to the high school to commission a metal sculpture of the letters SHS to be placed near the flagpole at the front of the building. In addition, a plaque commemorating the class of 2020 will be placed alongside the sculpture with the following quote capturing the unprecedented end to our years at SHS. Difficulties are meant to rouse, not discourage. The human spirit is to grow strong by conflict. William Ellery Channing. Once again, thank you, Mrs. Countryman, for all of your contributions. We are beyond grateful for your continued support of SHS students. For closing remarks, I would like to welcome back our senior class president, Ms. Kylie Feuerbach.
Thank you, Genesis. I am honored to be concluding this year's awards night for the class of 2020. While these conditions were not expected, tonight was a night to truly recognize and celebrate this memorable group of seniors. Thank you so much to our community for these opportunities given and for the constant support regardless of the circumstances. Without them, this night would not be a reality. Thank you.